Alright, so, um, back working on the pond. Last weekend before I wrapped everything up, I forgot to kind of do a little update of where we got with the pond. So that's kind of what I'm doing at the start of today, um, which is kind of nice because I'm experiencing problems I really haven't experienced before. Um, this week we got rain. I didn't have the pond all the way full, and I believe what happened is by that not happening, I didn't have the weight of the water in the pond to keep other water from soaking in from up underneath and going down to the low spot. So now my liner's floating in the very bottom. Um, Hopefully, with over time, that water will move out because of the pressure of the pond actually pushing down and making the liner sink. Um, I guess it's something I'm going to have to wait and see what happens, because obviously, with all the rock in there now, I can't pull the liner out and drain it and put it back down, and you know, uh, so I'm just going to try to go with it and see what happens. If it doesn't, what I think I might be able to do is break down this little wall, push a hose down into there, and be able to suck it back out. But right now I'm just going to try to finish the pond and see what happens. So today what I need to do is pipe the skimmer box up and get all the plumbing done to it, and then as you see behind me, or you might not be able to actually see, but I'm getting ready to redo the waterfall, get the rock on it, and I'm going to try a little bit different on the front of the waterfall as far as the spill coming out of the box, the filter box up there. And then I'm going to get my main, just all my rocks set on it. So let's get to work, and of course, I'll do updates throughout and one at the end. So let's go. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going to try this little lip thing. I know it's kind of a little bit of a DIY, throwing something together. It's obviously, my bio box is not it's not store-bought. Exactly. I mean the container is store-bought, but the it's not. I bought it just a Rubbermaid container from Lowe's. Cut some holes into it. It works great. Last year I had no problems with it. And then what I did is instead of buying your traditional bio material, I bought these little scrub deals. They're really meant for doing like dishes and stuff. You gotta, they're plastic so they won't break down, or break down that fast. I'm sure at some point they'll still break down over quite a few years, but a lot of bio growth can get into these. I've also got more of a traditional sponge-like material. They kind of need clean. I didn't clean them before I shut the stuff off last year, so there's a little bit of material in there. But that's what I'm working with. I got these, and I've got it about halfway full. And I just take this and put it over the top to keep them from clogging up the hole. So I've got that happening, and then back here behind me, I have another line that comes around to the other side, and it goes up into this box. It's got some filter media in it, but that's not the whole purpose of it. It's got a UV light in it. That's to help take the green out of the water. But that's what I'm working with. So I've got this fixed now, so I can hide the rest of the leftover liner here on this this second step. But just kind of wanted to show what I did here and talk a little bit about this filter box. Like I said, it's nothing special, but it is a heavy-duty plastic, so I don't have the fear of it breaking. I originally down on my skimmer box I had something like this too, but it was for the size of box I wanted down there. I couldn't find one big enough that was heavy duty like this, so I originally started with a little bit lighter of a material, and over time I started not liking it. Plus I was fearing that, you know, in the wintertime it was going to freeze, and that lighter weight material would break apart. So I switched it out with just a a box that was made for ponds, so it's heavy duty, liking it. Worked great last year for the last few months that I had the pond up and running. So I'm going to continue putting some rocks till I run out, I guess, on the waterfall, and yeah, we'll check back in after I put some more rocks in. So okay, so basically I'm done. I gotta get some more rocks for the small area you see back here on the fountain. I've got most of the sides done. I need a couple more right here from behind me, but you might have to wait a couple weeks until I can go to the place I get the rocks and bring some more in. So that might be a couple weeks, but I think at this point I'm going to go in and try to fill the pond, test it out, see how high I can actually get the water level like this. I also need to start trimming it. I probably won't do that on camera because, I mean, that's more tedious, long, boring work, because all that's going to be doing is, you know, bringing it up, putting a little bit of silicone on it, trimming it back, and then putting dirt back around the edges so I kind of have a hill, because I don't want the drainage from rain to actually be going into the pond. That just washes, you know, fertilizers and debris in. So I'm trying to keep that stuff out. But this is basically it. You know, as I finish it up, of course I'll put a full finished video up of me walking around the pond showing it. But at this time I'm going to grab the camera and walk around the pond and kind of show from the inside what I've done, and also keep you updated how the bottom goes. Hopefully, like I said, it'll set back down after I put water in it. If it doesn't, I'm not really for sure what I'll do, but I'll update as that goes. But mainly I want to get the pond up and running, because I've still got the koi in the tubs in the house, and that's not good for them. I'm doing water changes like every day to keep the waste down and the nitrates and everything down, and I'm sure I'm still reaching good levels. But I'll grab the camera off the stand and kind of walk and show what I've done. So yeah. First of all, you know, you can see how it's pulled up. Like I said, hopefully with over time that'll sink back down, and because of the weight of the water. Like I said, I didn't have it really full when it rained the other night, and I think that's where it was, more pressure under it than weight on top of it. Over here, that rock right there, hopefully once I get everything done, I'll foam it. That'll direct the water more where I want it, but my plan is just basically across this front, that's where the water will pour over. So over there, you know, I'll foam around so it forces it this way. And then I've got some pebbles. I've got a bunch more around the side of the house, but I'll put them around that stone. The stone kind of looked like water had already washed away the edges, kind of give it a rounded feel, so I thought that'd be pretty cool. Up here, as we go up to the next level, I got some really kind of flat sandstones for that, and up here it's going to kind of have a trickling effect off of those. Gotta get some more flat ones on there. Step across over here. You can see finished up the skimmer box, kinda. Might get a couple more rocks to put right there on the edge. I've also got my float valve out there now, so as you know the water fills up, I can test that out. It works. Just, you know, hopefully I've got it where it actually the float valve has enough movement. I had to redo a little bit of that wall because I had to steal some of the small rocks that was in there. And actually, now that I'm over here, I see one hole, which I got just a couple of small rocks left from where I changed some rocks out. But here's kind of what it looks like from this side. And kind of back here, actually got that liner flipped up. Okay, that's kind of what that looks like. We got those couple ledges there and there. Just kind of something to look at. Might even be able to put a plant maybe on that one. I don't know. Got quite a bit of space up there. But yeah, so here's back around to this side. So get the pond filled up and test out the pump and the waterfall and stuff. Might actually wait to actually turn on the pump until in the morning. Give that silicone time to dry on the fountain. But here's what we got for now. Quick update. Here's the koi and goldfish. Trying to stay back away from them a little bit. Kind of get really freaking out when you're up by them. Need to do a prior water change on those guys today. Last one I did was Friday night. I'm trying to do them like every other day if I can. Just barely see those guys down in there. But I've got 4 in each tub. So they're doing well. But I want to get them out of here and back into the pond. So this morning I actually turned the pump on and got the waterfall rolling, even though I still need to add more rock. But let the water start, doing its thing, getting acclimated and ready for the fish. But take you out here and show you what I got. Alright, so here's the pond this morning. Like I said, got it up and running. So, that waterfall doesn't look too bad right there. I like how that comes out of there. It looks a lot better than the pipes that I had. And it disperses that water over there a little bit better. So hopefully it'll hold the water better. For some reason those pipes also kept letting water run down the face of the barrel right there, and yeah, I didn't like that. So we'll see how it goes. But like I said, need to get some more rock in here. Liking pretty well the start of how that's looking. Once I put some foam around it, it'll push a little bit more back around here on this this front piece right here. But yeah, had a bunch of frogs out here last night. I came out with the flashlight and I think I found about 4 or 5 frogs. So pretty cool. But here's what we got. I think it ended up taking about had the water hose off my irrigation system, quick coupler on it, filling the pond, plus the autofill valve. So I had a bunch of water pumping into this thing, but it took about 2 hours and 10 minutes to fully fill this. I think I found out a lot of the issue I was seeing as far as the liner floating. That was a bunch of air trapped up under there. It might have at first started with some of the groundwater from the rain and stuff being pushed up under there. It could have started with that, but a lot of it was air that I was able to push out as the pond was filling. But yeah, check my pH and temperatures and stuff probably later this week and see how it's going to what's in the barrels. I know the nitrates in the barrels are going to obviously be higher, but check everything out here. and try to get the fish back in here as quick as I can. I don't want to hurry the process too much, but at the same time I want to get those guys back in here. So that's what we got. Just want to do a quick update and show you how the fountain looks. You know, I love seeing that thing up and running, and especially once I get the other rocks in there, it'll look a lot better, because I'll have a little bit more of a pool before it spills out. So but that's what I've got. So hope you guys like what I've done. Let me know. You know, I know my way of doing it might not have been the exact right way, but it works for me. And you know, kind of a little bit of a do-it-yourselfer. I like to play with things and figure it out. So you know, even though it's not the exact right way, that's how I wanted to try it. And you know, live and learn. But here's what I've got. So hit me up. Let me know what you guys think of it. I'm gonna start putting some plants around it after I get the liner trimmed and more rocks in. But talk to you guys later.